Welcome to the first episode of Jeepers Keepers. Yeah, you know me. I like to have some fun with my video. Much have been said on my channel over the past 2 years on how I want to cut down my collection down to about 1,000. It's not that hard to narrow down to the final 1,000 because I can certainly keep my complete run of X-Men from 1 to 143. I can certainly keep my entire run of Spider-Man from 1 to 129, as well as my Fantastic Four run, the entire Kirby Silver Age run, and then of course all the new Adams covers, okay, because he's no doubt one of my favorite artists. So you got all the Batman, detective, all the horror, as well as Bernie Wrightson, all the horror, all the high grade stuff. So to include the best copy of my New Adams horror, Bernie Wrightson horror, and then some Golden Age stuff, some EC stuff, a few keys, right? A bunch of keys. Certainly, you know, some Avengers keys, some Bronze keys. So to narrow down to the 1,000 is not difficult. It's pretty darn easy. But after I get down to the 1,000, I also do have another plan where if my son, 5 years, 10 years down the road, has no desire to keep a lot of these books, it will be even, the remaining 1,000 will shrink even more to the final 500. So this series of video is for me to document the road to 500, as you can see in the thumbnail. Hopefully I will put it in there, the road to 500. And in this series, I will go through my thought process on how I narrow down to the final 500. And what I will show in each videos is not the order of the 500. It's not as if like, what I'm showing today is gonna be the number 500 all the way to number 1. That's not it. I'm just gonna show you the few books that I picked out that I know I want to keep in the final 500. Once they are in the final 500, they're not going anywhere, not for a long time, and it's not going to be any kind of swapping back and forth, in and out kind of thing. So I put a lot of thoughts into this. So yeah, the 1,000 is easy. The final 500, not so. But there are some clear winner. Certainly, I'm not excluding the X-Men run completely. But for now, to make sure that there is plenty of room in the final 500, I'm just gonna select a few that I know for sure will be in the final 500 no matter what. First up, my perfectly center X-Men 101. Yeah, new mint, high grade, perfectly center, gorgeous. Yeah, yes, I took them out of the bag to show you, and those that hate that, I had one person that told me I'm damaging my books. The books were in higher grade until I touched them. Yeah, you know where you can go with that comment. Get the F out of here. Unsub me, please. Next up, my perfectly high grade near mint copy of giant size X-Men 1. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, you know me and perfect centering, right? Yeah. Once again, I'm handling it with my grubby fingers. Does that get your blood boiling? You know how I am. If you don't like something, I'm more likely to keep digging at it. And finally for this video, so in this video I'm showing you three keepers. So the count now go down to 497. Yeah, only 497 slot open. Now this is XMen 94, another near perfect. This book is near impossible to find perfect centering, just like the other two books, but pretty decent. There's a slight white at the spine, right? Slight. It's also near mint. What makes this special and a keeper is, of course, the mark jewelers insert inside. Okay, for those that familiar with that, yeah, beautiful. It had that mark jewel. So yeah, I have multiple copy of this book. Over the years, I probably own a dozen copy of this book. But out of all those copy, this one is the one that's gonna stay raw in my collection. And it's not the only one that I had that have a mark jeweler insert. Here's an example of another copy. I have a couple. I got a whole bunch. His issue 96, also high grade, and it has the insert as well. Some people think they're uber rare, whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, this one is not in the final 500, not yet. I don't rule it out. Does that mean that these are the only 3 X-Men bronze books that's gonna make it to the final 500? No. But for now, it's easy for me to pick those 3 books and say they're not going anywhere. And that's what this series is about. It's about the final 500, the keepers. Thanks for watching. Every episode going forward, you will see me bring out a bunch of books. Sometimes a big stack. I already have in mind what big stack or big run of books that are definitely staying in the final 500. I think some people here would have a good idea as well. Thanks for watching. Until the next episode. Bye-bye.